Hey, this is Rockman. Welcome back to more Super Mario Bros. 2. Previously on, I beat the game as Luigi every level and Mario every level. Unsurprisingly, Mario is harder, even though I thought Luigi was going to be harder. I was dead wrong. And now we have to do as Toad. And I've heard it's going to be even harder. Where we're just talking about beans. Once again, for clarity's sake, this is obviously Super Mario All-Stars on Super Nintendo cartridge on Super Nintendo console. The picture you're seeing to the sides is simply a screenshot I took from the SNES Classic, which is another console that I own. So we can keep it real, aka keep it 4-3, aka keep it platonic over here, as Ranma would say. Alright, so yes, we did Mario and Luigi. Once again, gonna break my always be princess rule. It's time to be Toad of all people. Yes, I know the banner says song. I'm going live early. She's not here yet. Wanted to go live early last week, but as usual, bullshit popped up. I mean, bullshit popped up today, every day. So how's that volume? How do I play this game again? You know. Yes, if you didn't watch Super Mario Bros. 2 Part 1 from last week, go watch that VOD first if you're watching this on YouTube. I mean, what? My powers! Yes, I made a thing on... I did say a message on Discord. I was like, oh, I have to see my ninja dentist. Sorry, that was offensive. It was just my regular dentist. I didn't mean to imply that she was a ninja just because she's Japanese. But thanks for the bits, Stalnox. Did you rob them off the bit bus? That's what Ratmus does. How's it going? According to my records, you gave 60 bits before today, so that's 160. Nice. 5 stream streak. What did Twitch screw you over again, Doom? With the stream streak? Oh, look at he's so effing fast on his feet. Come a picking stuff up. get coins later. Don't worry about it. I already feel like this playing as Toad is more clunky than it was last week. Still can make that jump at least. Oh my god, it's Birdo. How do I know that? I haven't even seen him yet. According to what we saw last week, it's actually Ostro. I don't know anymore. I don't even know his gender anymore. Are we gonna have good or bad luck with the 1-ups today? Whoa. Hello?
Hello, accidentally did the camera, sorry.
It's okay, no one on stream can see you eating mac and cheese, was it?
No, it's just pasta from noodles, so it's the
pesto.
basil cavatappi pesto.
Yeah, it looked like mac and cheese at first, and especially since Stelnox said mac and cheese, but yeah, on my second look I could tell it was the pesto.
I did politely wait until you were done with Birdo.
It was very polite of you. Well, at least once in his life, Ratmus exclaimed, "Oh my god, it's Birdo," so I'm gonna say Ratmus is an expert and it's Birdo, okay? Once again, just missed. think a Bezo 2 command stall knocks. This many coins I can't lose, right, Doom?
Well, I mean, if you get hit in the face by Birdo, you'll lose.
My dignity?
You'll crack an egg?
That's how you make an omelet, I heard. I've never actually made an omelet. That's Ratmus's department. Who in chat has made an omelet?
I don't like omelets.
Why not?
I have, however, cooked eggs. That was a funny episode of Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah, I've scrambled them, and on occasion I have fried them. Watch, Doom, I'm gonna lose all these lives in 5-1. That's why I need so many. There's not a lot of coins to get in this level. Now, Doom, did you ever say which characters of this game you've ever beat this with. Have you ever done, you know, do you just use whoever, or depends on the level, or jumped in a goddamn pit. Just move on and fucking speed run this boss. I think I posted on Discord yesterday or today. I was like, don't forget about the audio file, and I think I posted it's from 1990, but no, it's from 1989. I'm pretty sure. I did say that last week, but for some reason on Discord I put the wrong date. Hey Eric, how's it going?
Hi, Eric.
Yeah, I looked it up, and I'm pretty sure this game came out October 1988. And I know that obviously we asked for it for Christmas, but Santa Claus didn't have it. It was Christmas 1988 because of shortages and all that. It wasn't until at least summer 1989 when we finally got this game, so... It's not like I say on the tape a date that it was recorded or anything like that I can remember. So sometime in summer 1989-ish. The Super Mario Brothers Super Show? Yeah, I don't remember exactly when that was on. For Toad supposedly being fast at picking up vegetables and stuff, it doesn't seem like he digs the sand any faster than the other characters. Right, because I think, and I'm sure, you know, I could look all this up on Wikipedia, Stalnox, but I think, you know, there was the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, which had the live action segments, and then it had the Mario cartoon segments, and then there was Captain N, and I think that started out as just Captain N was its own show. And then I think when Super Mario Bros. 3 came out and they created the Super Mario Bros. 3 cartoon, God, that code red is annoying. I think then it was like airing in right after Captain N is like the Captain N Super Mario World or something. Or maybe no. I think Captain N and Super Mario Bros. 3 were separate shows, but then later on they made a Super Mario World show that was a part of Captain N, like whatever. Stupid Cobrats, I gotta concentrate on this shit. Great time for invincibility, yeah. I didn't get any fucking things. And then at some point in the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, they changed it and they got rid of the live-action Super Mario Brothers, and it was a bunch of surfer dudes, which me and Ratmus actually thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, at the time, I don't really remember watching Super Mario World or Super Mario Bros. 3 very much, but they came out on DVD, so I've seen all of those shows that I just mentioned because I have the DVDs. Oh, this is dangerous. Well, the Super Mario Bros. Super Show has never been completely released on DVD, so I actually haven't seen all of that show. I'm gonna die here. It's close. Oh. My heart, my heart. And the parts of the show with the surfer dudes, I'm pretty sure that's like lost media. Because like what limited DVDs they have come out with have had some of the Mario live-action Mario Brothers and Luigi stuff, but they never released those surfer dudes. You gotta like watch bootleg videos on YouTube that are shit quality. The more I talk, the more I die. Hey Ratmus, am I liking Toad better than Mario? I don't think so. But I'm not sure if it's just because it's been a week since I played this game and it feels kind of fucking clunky. So I don't know if it's that or if it's Toad. Dad's sending stupid text messages. Say, oh yeah, the Koopa kids definitely had different names on the cartoon, obviously. Wendy was called Cootie Pie, and she had a Cootie Pie rap, and she loved Milli Vanilli, which is also lost media. You gotta watch that on YouTube with the Milli Vanilli song, because due to copyright when it's not on the DVDs. You guys all love Milli Vanilli, right? My mom loved Milli Vanilli. Your CD came out sometime around, I don't know, I'm sure we got it around 1990 or so. That's when my mom first started buying CDs for herself. She got that Milli Vanilli CD. She loved it. She loved them. I only know 2 songs by them. I don't know if they had any more songs. Why did Ratmus make a straw poll? You don't think you've heard a Milli Vanilli song, Doom? Haven't you heard the song, the Plumbing Song by Weird Al? Plumbing Song is a parody of both of their hit songs. What is it? Girl, You Know It's True, and what the hell is the name of the other one? Blame It on the Rain. I don't know if you guys obviously know how I do Late Night DOS Wheel of Fortune every Thanksgiving, and usually we've been doing Weird Al. Sometimes we've been doing other stuff. But it has, in previous years, I have done other nights. Like I think we did a Beatles night one time, but sometimes I'll do like classic rock. Sometime, maybe Thanksgiving, maybe some other time, I would like to do another DOS Wheel of Fortune where I'll call it classic rock, but like, you know, it'll be whatever I choose to put on there. It could be songs from the 50s, 60s, 70s, any genre I want. Maybe, you know, maybe I'll put some Milli Vanilli in there. Okay, Dad just sent me some information about some weird company that I don't even know what they are, and said that some family friend got a new job there because he used to work at T-Mobile or something, but I guess they got bought out by Verizon or something. Full House is the only reason you know Blame It on the Rain. I'm pretty sure my mom still has that CD to this day. It's probably up there sitting in the living room with some of her other CDs, that Milli Vanilli, whatever the hell it is. Clyde, get out of here. No, Ratmus, it definitely won't be the music I'm talking about. Nothing will be made after, you know, 1990-ish, probably. It's good that he was made for something, because it sure as hell ain't jumping and floating. But yeah, on this cassette tape recording that you will hear later, I'm apparently, like I said, about 10 years old or so, and I sound like a little girl. It's ridiculous how high my voice is. Oh yeah, and I think we were talking about this during the last stream song, and you were talking about embarrassing videos of me that you've seen.
Yeah.
You were asking about the one where we used the cat as a girl. I thought it was the Star Wars parody, but then I remembered that we also did that in our other videos about the Boy Scouts. That was the ones that were definitely embarrassing that I showed to you. You know, when the guy got eaten by the fucking bear. Mac Tonight was at Indiana Beach? Or you just talking about the, like those McDonald's commercials existed? Let me just talk more while I dodge these Bezos and I'll totally lose all my fucking lives.
That'll be entertaining. You should do that.
Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the random old Indiana Beach pictures that we've been posting on Discord, me and Ratmus. Yeah, the first year we went to Indiana Beach was 1987, and that was the same year where they, it was the first year where for the first time they had the water park. They had just built the lazy river and the first water slides that year, and I think, if I remember correctly, like when we got there, they still weren't open. Like they were open on like the last day we were there or something. So that's one thing. And then the other thing was, in 1987, like years before that, Indiana Beach had a go-kart track with go-karts. In 1987, so we went there, me, Ratmus, and our two friends, and the only person who was tall enough to be allowed to ride the go-karts at all was our one friend who was like 7 months older than me or something. So, no one else was allowed to ride, and that was the last year that they had them. The very next year, the go-karts were gone, so only he got to ride them, and I think Ratmus posted it one time. He was like, I wish I had been able to ride those go-karts. But yes, so for Song Who Didn't See It, Ratmus found on Facebook, because he joined this Indiana Beach Facebook group, there was this video from April 1987 when they were building the lazy river. The owner of Indiana Beach is like somebody's filming, and he's walking along the concrete of where the thing is being built, talking about how everything is going to look. And I was like, wow, that's pretty interesting. It's just a few months later, me and Ratmus were riding down that lazy river. None of the water slides had even been started in that little video. It was just the lazy river that was being built during the video. And apparently another thing that Ratmus found out was that the original haunted house burned down in a fire in 1980. So the haunted house that we've been to was actually like, they rebuilt it. Oh yeah, I just got an email a few days ago, like, because this year's like the 100th anniversary of Indiana Beach, so like a few months ago, last year, that they were like, you know, you can pre-order this wonderful, you know, like 100 Years of Indiana Beach DVD movie documentary that they're making or whatever. So like I did pre-order that. So I got an email saying like, you know, we're working on it and we're adding all sorts of stuff to this wonderful documentary and it should ship like mid-July, I think they said now. I think I also got a commemorative pin to go along with it. Dropped frames. Oh, yeah, I dropped 385 frames. Is it okay now?
Stuff is moving on screen. He really slips around and slips off the chains.
Song, tell everyone what game you're playing.
Ocopia?
I jumped. Whoa. Hello?
Hello, the Able Geek.
You're able to raid. Yes. I suppose you are. Hello. The Able Geek. And Skywalker. My name is Rockman. I've beaten this game many times in my life, including all the way back in 1989. But what I usually use Princess. But I'm trying to beat this game. Yes, usually.
Always.
Well, I've beaten certain levels with certain characters sometimes. Like when I was a kid, I used to use like Toad on like a couple of levels, and I used to use Luigi because there's a warp that only he can get to. But yeah, when I'm streaming and doing every levels, usually I just use Princess. What I'm attempting to do here for the first time is beat every level of this game with every character. Now, last week I already did Mario and Luigi. So today I'm right in the middle of doing every level as Toad. Well, I love Mega Man 2. I love Mario 2 and Mega Man 2. Mega Man 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. And actually, I know it's not that popular of an opinion, but of Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, and 3, I actually prefer 2 the most. I wasn't sure if I could make that jump and I panicked. See, I'm not very confident or good at using Toad because, you know, his jumping ability is way less than what I'm used to here. We got more coin opportunities. All right. never remember how to do this properly. I'm just gonna forget about that mushroom. Five -1 I found out is really hard if you're not using Princess or Luigi. So when we get there, when I was Mario, I lost a lot of lives. It seemed like I was losing a lot of lives, but I might have only lost like 10 or 11 in the final tally. Also, I like to start talking and telling chat things, and when I do that at the same time when I'm playing this game, I usually fuck up and die. So get
Which is amusing to us, so you should do that more often.
This is the All-Stars version on Super Nintendo. Which Zelda game was that? "26 lives. Alright, we're still in 4-3. Huh. It's funny, I don't... The only thing I remember about you streaming Ocarina of Time 3D is, well, the only thing I remember is that you were able to do the shooty game. Yeah, I remember this part. If I'm Princess or Luigi, I could skip this part, but since I'm not, we gotta go through this long, difficult section. So dumb. This isn't dangerous at all. Palms are so effing spaghetti. I was gonna say, at least Toad is fast at running from Phanto, and then I completely disproved that theory. Wow. Certainly don't remember ever beating Fry Guy with Toad. This is probably gonna suck. Miss. Now, World 5, possibly the hardest world. Some more coins, we'll need them. Now it's time for the land of the precise jumps. Ultra super concentration mode. Immediately jump to my death. Let's not do that again. I did it. Made it past the difficult part. Only died once this time. The next few levels ain't gonna be that easy either, but this level gave me a hell of a lot of trouble last week with Mario, so good to at least pass that. I'd like to have more lives and I'd like to have more bombs. Got 30 lives. Here's the Contra code. Apparently Luigi, which is a surprise to me because I fucking hated him. I thought his jumping was silly and hard to control, but what the fuck, Ratmus, with your pickles? Now, when the Able Geek was nice enough to raid, I did not look at his channel. Maybe I should have done that. Maybe that was the nice thing to do. Oops, that's not, it says it's not the right channel. Let me see here. Did I misspell his no? Oh, I accidentally wrote the Able Greek. Oh, that's another person, the Able Greek. No, that person doesn't exist. Meet the Able Geek, former video game tester / analyst. Once again, if you're still here, Able Geek, thanks for raiding. I'll check out your channel. Remember when people used to raid people back in 2014? Oh, damn, Doom. Dead by Daylight. He said he was streaming Mega Man 2. Oh, okay. I guess these VODs that I'm looking at are from last month. In your Twitch picture, it looks like you're holding up a vintage Super Mario Brothers lunchbox. You know, we were talking about lunchboxes the other day. I don't know if I had that lunchbox, but I think I did have a Super Mario Brothers lunchbox at some point around that time. Do we still have a this command? There we go. There's a channel. I also have a Muppets lunchbox, but I don't remember using that for food. Like I said, I keep those army men plastic toys inside my Muppets lunchbox. All right, moving on with this game. We're in 5-2. Which level is this? Okay, Yeah, I found this level to be extremely difficult with Mario also, and the one after this, so we ain't out of the woods yet. I say as I almost got run over by a freaking Birdo, or whatever the hell that thing was. Yeah, I don't stream as often as I used to, but I'm usually streaming retro games, especially these days. You know, there was a time where I streamed other games. Usually every 2 weeks, my brother Ratmus comes over, but we're going on vacation coming up soon. I shouldn't have killed that guy. Shit. You used to stream? Song used to stream, right, Song?
What? No.
Stalnox still streams. I saw Stalnox was streaming earlier today, weren't you, Stalnox? You streaming like Metroid Prime 3 or something? What was I doing? So yeah, my brother was doing GTA 3. Right now I'm doing Super Mario Brothers 2. Damn it. Well, I'm sure I'll be streaming something else in July. Alright, now I gotta watch out for these jumps. Ugh. Die, you frickin' ninjas! Just get me out of this fucking screen. Doom, don't even say things like that. Thermonuclear devices. Birdo with the fish right in front of it. Nice. 5-3. Yes, this is a tough level, and we gotta beat Claw Glip, as Stalnox says. I hate these frickin' bombs. I hate these frickin' bombs. Well, I got 4 hearts. losing them like crazy. This room I died a bunch of times as Mario, got really pissed off. It'd be hilarious if I came in here as Toad with 1 HP and fucking got through it. That is exactly what I did. I die to a fucking Pajiro. That's a Pokemon, right? Star Fox would say, just what I need to see. A Soviet Bezo. God, it's Claw Glip. It's no clipping. Third floor. Figures that this is like the most trouble I've had with Claw Grip so far. There we go. Alright, well we've made it past the Dangerous World 5. We still have some clearly dangerous levels left to go. This time I'll get both mushrooms in 7-1 if you guys remind me where they are.
They're to the left and to the right and underneath. And in a swirly.
Sure, thanks, Song. Somehow we dropped now 1,315 frames. Alright, I know it's kind of early, but we gotta take a BRB. If anyone has to leave during the break, bye, thanks for being here. Hello, I'm back. We didn't drop any further frames. Stalnox, there's no way you could have heard the sump pump. The BRB video was on, the microphone was muted, plus the sump pump didn't go off. Alright, so we got World 6 and 7 to go. Welcome back, everyone. I made it through that room unscathed, unlike last time. And this is where I got soft locked last week, so let's not do that either. Successfully avoided soft lock. Whoa. Speaking of game testing, isn't Doom still making an RPG? How is Ratmus going to stream that someday? 6-2, what somebody said was the hardest level of the game. Okay, I got hit stupidly, because Toad can't jump very well. Maybe I should, every other time I've done this, I have not gone for the mushroom. Let's go for the mushroom this time. That is correct, Stalnox, that is correct. Now we gotta backtrack to get back on track. Okay, I guess we gotta reset the birds. Alright, now we're in better shape. Allow me to concentrate now and not read chat. Made it past another difficult section. You should always blame Ratmus. As long as it's true what Doom said.
Yes.
Song and I did watch both Rescuers movies fairly recently, but you know, I can't remember everything. Whoa, double hit. That was the first time I've botched that. I accidentally threw one of the blocks in the pit. I've gotten hit twice. Let's not screw up anymore. Sounded like Dad was trying to open the door. I don't know what he was doing. Thought he was gonna yell something down. He still might do that, and I drop more frames. Two levels to go. 1667 frames dropped. And what the hell? Okay, so in order to get both mushrooms, obviously I go all the way to the right, and one of them is in the building. But then you guys said that when I get out of the building, after I get the first mushroom, I need to pick up a potion and take it with me on the bird, flying all the way to the left, and then put it down where? Near the rocket ship? Get some more coins here also. Do that again for more coins. Not a potion. Okay, here's the potion. Here's the bird, okay. I'm going. You guys still haven't answered where the mushroom is yet. I'm just gonna have to assume. here now, so... And I think I fucked it up. I put it...
GG.
I put a door in front of the ladder and it's not letting me go in the door. I blame chat.
Nice. Disco Granny?
I have to lose a life to do that. Well, Doom, then the mission self-destructed and blew your fucking nuts off. Get out of here, you fucking ninja. You're in a restricted area. Alright, well, we got 3 hearts, not 4. But we're getting to the end of the level. Just gotta... Okay, so far so good. By the way, Doom, the phrase blow his fucking nuts off is totally from Indiana Beach. See, what happened was, you guys remember Rasmus's friend Drew, right? We have this video of him in Indiana Beach, and he was listening to... The band was playing Aerosmith music, I guess, and he was like yelling at... He was saying how much he hated Steven Tyler. He said he was going to steal that gun over there, which, by the way, was like an air rifle gun from a carnival game. He said he was going to steal that gun and blow Steven Tyler's nuts off. Yes. You heard me do a wonderful impression of him, Doom, so it's basically like you met him. Anyways, here we are on the final level. I've got 32 lives going into the last level here. I've got to beat the last level and Wart, and we got to do it from the front, right, Song?
Huh?
You said I had to beat him from the front, not the rear.
Yeah.
And then don't forget, you guys, we're going to listen to that wonderful cassette tape. No, not the cassette tape recording of Rasmus's friend Drew swearing at Steven Tyler. No, a different cassette tape. I mean, I could play that for you if you want. Rock and roller coaster at Disney World. Ratmus also had a friend, his name was James. Ratmus just said his name and social security number, so he's dead too, so it's okay. But like the video game references of that friend of Ratmus's, I think Ratmus has already talked about it, but he was the one who owned a Sega CD, and I guess he didn't want it anymore, so he asked, Ratmus, hey, you want to buy my Sega CD? And Ratmus is like, sure. And he was keeping it under his mattress, which was a mattress that he slept on that was just on the floor, not even a box spring, and the Sega CD was underneath it. That's where we got our Sega CD. And then, Ratmus used to also sleep over at his house and watch movies and, play video games. And I know Ratmus talked about renting something with him. Maybe it was the Virtual Boy, but I can't remember. Maybe Ratmus can say. Only bringing them up because they're dead, so who cares, and the memories related to video games specifically. Alright, so we got the mushroom, and we got the coin that will be meaningless. Yeah, I guess, I don't remember Ratmus, but when he sold you that Sega CD, did he give you any of the games with it? I remember, I think we bought Night Trap from like a rummage sale at our church/school, but like, did he give you the Sega CD like with Sonic CD or Sewer Shark or any of the games at all, or did you get the games separately? Oh shit. Now, I was watching some YouTube about some Sega CD games, and the person said that like Sewer Shark was, I think, only ever packed in with a Sega CD, so I don't know if it got like an official like release with like by itself with a case. Because because I looked it up, and like we have 4 copies of Sewer Shark, and they're all just loose discs. There's no like jewel case or anything, because I guess they just came with the system. Frickin' Sparkies, just let me get out of here, please. Thank you. Where's my heart? Do me, Jack. Maybe Sewer Shark, but not others. You know what else happened when I was watching that video about Sega CD games? The person mentioned Wheel of Fortune for Sega CD, and I looked at my game list and I was like, why doesn't it say that I own Wheel of Fortune for Sega CD? I know I have Wheel of Fortune for Sega CD. I did a frickin' stream called Late Night Sega CD Wheel of Fortune as opposed to DOS. So I looked it up, and I had that stream where I was streaming the Sega CD version. Then I looked in our case of loose games, and we have Wheel of Fortune for Sega CD, but for some reason I forgot to put it on the list. So for like, God knows how many years our list has just been wrong. Just missing that game, and who knows how many others, I thought about sitting down and like trying to go through the list and see if it's correct, but I never did. Has anyone here seen Necessary Roughness? No, I never have, and I don't know how I slept at night. God knows how many video games song misalphabetized on my shelf that I never noticed.
You'll never know.
Literally never know. Unless I finally do what I said and go through them. He betrayed me and I did not die. Here we are on the final boss. I've got 1 health point right now. Something like 28 lives, I don't know. failed and died. 31 lives. Jesus Christ, yeah. It's gonna take me a while to figure out this timing. Oh, I could have got that vegetable and I completely missed it. And that's one hit. I threw it the complete wrong direction. Two hits. Three hits, surprisingly. Is Necessary Roughness the one with Scott Bakula, or is... What is that, 4? Missed. Surprised I didn't take damage there. Or there. I think that's 5. Getting close. Missed. Holy shit, you guys are gonna get to hear a cassette tape.
Whoa. GG.
And the stream is dying. Well, I hope you guys can see. It says Toad 20. While I was getting water, I dropped thousands more frames. I don't want to drop frames while I play this damn thing that I've been hyping up for so long. I don't know what's going on with this fucking thing. We didn't drop any frames in the last few streams. There shouldn't be anything wrong with the goddamn internet. Fucking Twitch. Well, if the worst comes to worst and the fucking broadcast fucks up while I'm playing the thing, the video that I will upload to YouTube will not be like that. It will be perfectly fine. I could always put the MP3 in the Discord for you guys. There we go again. It's dying. Song, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Is anything wrong with the way?
It might be coming back.
Yeah, but are you getting the problems over voice chat?
No.
Because if I don't play it now, then, Doom's gonna go to dinner and miss it. If I play it now, the fucking Twitch could fuck up and you guys won't be able to hear it properly, so... I'm opening the file in a certain program. Okay. I just want to... Yeah, it's just constantly dying.
Want me off voice chat?
We may as well try it. Then if it fucks up, you won't get to hear it.
No, well, I can hear it off stream.
Alright, I'm gonna try closing a bunch of things. Well, I already closed everything that I can close, basically. Let me see here. All right, well, I don't know if this is going to be a highlight, but, when I upload the video recording to YouTube, it will all be fine. It'll all be together just like last week. So, yeah. And I marked the time indexes in the video or whatever. So, all right. So, I'm going to do this, even though I might drop thousands of frames during it. But, yeah. So, one last time, I have now beaten this game, all levels with... all characters, but we're still going to do Princess after this as a victory lap. But now, like I said before, I have a cassette tape recorded sometime in summer 1989 after we got this game. Dad got it for us finally. He brought it home. We were so happy. We played the game for days. Couldn't beat it. Kept getting to Wart. Couldn't beat it. I know we talked to friends about it. And eventually, like I said, I had a cassette tape. I was recording myself fighting against Wart. Every time I'd get to Wart, I'm like, I'm at Wart. Here's a cassette tape recording. The tape ran out. I beat Wart. I paused the game. On the other side of the tape, I'm like, I beat Wart. And so yeah, you're gonna hear me specifically with an extremely high voice. You're gonna hear Ratmus too, if you can hear him in the background. And a couple of things we're gonna say is, like, I was so proud of myself for beating Wart. I tried to get my parents to come downstairs to the basement and watch, and they were like, no, we don't care. All right, I'm gonna shut up. This audio file that I imported from a cassette tape is about 5 minutes long. So, all right, I'm gonna wait a second because I'm dropping more frames, and then I'm just gonna fucking play it. All right, I'm gonna play the file here.
Your dad nor mom wants to see, so I guess I have to just show you. Yep, that's the only way. You have to turn it off. Good. Then don't turn it off. I cannot believe this.
That's it. Have I sufficiently embarrassed myself? Did you guys hear the end part of that when I was talking? Alright, I'm reopening Discord and Alright, well, if you would like to hear that lovely audio again, then wait till I put the actual VOD on YouTube. Or I might or might not post the MP3 on to the Discord. Song you can feel free to call back. It really took me 2 hours to beat this game as Toad? Jesus. Princess should be easy then, right? Hello.
So now you're gonna beat it in 10 minutes?
10 minutes? I don't know. So what did you think of my voice?
It was high.
Like on easy mode now. I don't know how recently it happened, but there was a YouTube video saying that somebody got home alone. Like, there was a family with, I think, eight kids or 10 kids or something, and like they were all getting on the plane, and like everyone got on the plane and they closed the door, but the plane hadn't started moving yet, and then one or two of their children were like still somewhere in the airport. They didn't know where. I never got an answer as to what finally happened. From the video I saw, I'm assuming that they finally got in touch with the kids, and since the plane didn't move, they were able to get the doors back open and get them on the plane. But yeah, like the video kept making fun of it and saying it was Home Alone and Kevin, and you know, referencing the movie. And when you say Kevin like that, it looks like Melvin, so I just think somebody got Melvined. bet you don't get to hear cassette tape recordings of somebody from 1990 on Bunny Tails' stream, right? Or 1989. I keep saying 1990 for some reason. Now that we're Princess, we can take some shortcuts that were not available to us previously. Whoa. Whoa, Wobstein. We can't pick up as much grass as Toad could. Sorry we don't have a recording of Ratmus beating Mario 2 for the first time, or any Mario game.
You have a recording of him beating Super Paper Mario for the first time.
Whoa. But not me, right? Because I played that game first off stream with you, right?
I guess?
I played it for you privately first, yes. I know Doom likes the video of Ratmus beating Skies of Arcadia for the first time. Sorry, Stelnox, we never beat Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Not the first NES game, anyways. I sort of beat it in quotation marks using insane cheats to get an achievement, which obviously doesn't count. Clearly he should have, yes. Also, for some reason, Doom, when I first read your message, instead of Sky, I saw Skies, and I thought you were saying Sewer Shark, which we were talking about earlier. We certainly don't have a recording of Ratmus beating Sewer Shark for the first time, but he did beat that on stream, which was impressive. To me, anyways. If I asked my parents, they'd be telling me to turn the NES off and cut the grass or shovel the driveway. Yeah. I mean, obviously my parents don't give a shit about video games. They never did, but I guess there was some point, maybe early on, where, we were so young that, we were so excited to have some sort of accomplishment that maybe we had beaten some previous game and they had come down and seen it, and of course they didn't care a little bit. Like I said, like those things where, like, when you're real little, you'll do some stupid made up, you know, puppet show or drama show for your parents?
You do realize that, like, my mother would still congratulate my accomplishments to this day if I told her I beat a game.
Oh, damn
When
it.
I come back home from being out doing Pokemon Go, she's like, "Did you catch the good Pokemon? Did you catch the things you wanted?" And she listens when I tell her, "Yes, I caught a shiny."
Yes,
Or, "No, I just got crap, but it wasn't bad crap. It was just crap."
yes, my mom would never show that type of interest today at all, ever, about any video game. Like Stelnox said, it would actively be, you know, stop doing that worthless fucking shit. Yes, so spoilers, right now neither one of my parents gives a shit that I beat this game with all characters. Yes, I'm sure Song has also explained to her mom, you know, what speedrunning is at some point.
Yeah.
For reference.
She also knows the term "gotta go fast."
Has anyone ever died by jumping right into Mouser? Because I don't think I've ever done that before. Is that like that highlight I made where I kissed the Golden Gate Bridge and you were like on the mouth? Earlier today, Stelnox, my dad was complaining about his DirecTV bill, and I looked at it and I'm like, well, it says here that you ordered some pay-per-view movie called Lorne HD. He was like, oh, that was some movie about Lorne Michaels. He's like, they charged me $20 for that? I didn't even watch it. I don't know why I'm asking this, Stelnox, but is your dad anything like the next door neighbor dad in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? The one played by Matt Frewer? I'm not the lawnmower man, but I'm a lawnmower man. That's like Tim Curry and the Butler in Clue. I have also never seen the movie Lawnmower Man. There was a second movie? There was a Super Nintendo game? It doesn't surprise me very much that there was a Super Nintendo game. It does surprise me that there was a Lawnmower Man 2, because I don't think I've ever heard of it. Here we go, more Soviet Bezos incoming. So wait, you're telling me, Doom, that not only did you own the Super Nintendo game called The Lawnmower Man, but you actually beat it too. Did you ever stream it? Who am I kidding? Doom never streamed. We've discussed this before. Several times during the stream. I guess so. Yeah, you wouldn't have had it anymore because you got rid of your Super Nintendo stuff. So unless you, obviously, I didn't send it to you with those games. So unless you picked it up recently in recent years, you no longer have it for Super Nintendo. Is what you're saying? I'll keep an eye out for it at Mojo's. Ratmus will totally stream it. How would we want to do that? I mean, we've streamed games based on movies that we never saw before. Like, what was it, like Cliffhanger starring Sylvester Stallone or whatever? Simon and Simon DVDs. What if I found some DVDs that just had one Simon on it? We're much lower on lives than I was, but I'm Princess. I don't need that many lives. We'll be fine. Speaking of my dad, who's a major pain in the ass, I hear him sneezing upstairs. He wouldn't even come down when I beat Super Mario Bros. 2. Can you believe it? You just watch the stream. I may have dropped some more frames. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Alright, later, Doom. Once again, we're Princess, we can take shortcuts like this. Okay, I got a cherry and 2 sevens, and I didn't see how many lives it gave me, but that it said 3 coin service, and I got 3 coins. So again, we still haven't gotten 777, but apparently if you get a cherry and then 2 sevens, you get something nice. That's why I'm guessing maybe for 777. Maybe it gives you 5 lives. Maybe it also gives you 5 coins. I don't know. Yes. Gotta dice some pump service over here. Now that we're princess, we can finally skip most of this level. Don't know how the fuck I took damage like that. Stalnox, is Ace the place with your helpful sump pump grump? Am I making any sense? An 8-bit version, right? Where were you before, Eric? Driving? Watch out for the babans. Wait a second, hold on. There's a mushroom over here somewhere. Don't put it in front of the fucking ladder, that's for sure. But it's not here. What the? Where's the mushroom? Thanks a lot, you piece of shit game. Ninja's stuck in the block. Does that mean you're allowed to watch streams while you're driving? So at first I read CDL as CDI. I don't know about that wonderful console. If only the CDI Zelda games had drivers. If only we had that special, it's not a driver, add-on chip expansion pack, whatever the hell it is, in your CDI that allows you to play special movies on the CDI. We can't watch movies and we can't play Clue because I'm sure it's got like full motion video scenes. What a travesty. There's supposed to be an enemy here. It's always been there before, but randomly just now it despawned. I'll take it. My right thumb is starting to hurt. On to World 4. Now beat half the levels as Princess Bon Jovi. That was unfair. I guess so. Some of that might have had to do with the fact that Mario was basically practice for Toad. Having done that last week, I was much more prepared for what I was going to face, especially in 5-1. If I had to say which one I liked playing as the least, it's kind of hard to say. Are we actually gonna get the mushroom this time? Holy shit. Whoa. Skip this horrible section, thank God. Go right to the boss in this level. Just once again, Fry Guy of all people. to World 5, which definitely won't be as hard with Princess. Since this is totally my last run through, should I try really hard to get the mushroom at the end of this level, which we've never done during any of these runs, Eric? So if I remember correctly, at the end I have to jump over the ceiling part, take up the mushroom block, and then we drop down and there should be a potion directly underneath it. I think. Oh, what the fuck? With the fucking logs fucking fucked me. That's so much easier there. I think we did it correctly. Let's see. 2 mushrooms in this level. Alright, let me see what you found out here. Matching 3 cherries rewards you 5 extra lives. Other 3 The lucky 7 bonus if you're playing on All Stars. Matching 3 7s awards an impressive 10 extra lives. Whoa. Okay, but apparently a cherry plus 2 7s gives you 3 extra coins as well. I know you haven't been here for my whole streaming career, Eric, but I've streamed the Lost Levels a lot for whatever reason. I've streamed Super Mario All-Stars several times. I usually do every game. I've done it on Switch, I've done it on Super Nintendo, I've never done it on the Wii, even though I own that version. I have the Japanese version, which is called Super Mario Collection. I've done that. But I never beat the game as every character until now. Like I said, I usually just use Princess. Songs like usually. Yes, yes. Next time I should just beat the game with warps. I've already seen these levels so many times. Beat Mario 1, 2, and 3. Well, 1 USA and 3 on Famicom. I still need to beat Super Mario Bros. 3 on regular NES. Apparently I didn't do that. Yeah, I saw a video about Lost Levels. Like, if you play that on the original Famicom, forget it. Like, that's insane to me. Like, you can't, like, even just beating the game would be difficult enough. But then, like, you can't even get to the extra levels without, like, beating the game 9 times without warps. But on All Stars, it's pretty easy because, you know, you can save at the beginning of any level. So even if you game over, you just keep saving. You can just play every level over and over and over again. You start with 5 lives. So you basically have infinite lives, and you can do every level. You don't have, if you die, you don't lose any progress. So. Doom never owned Lost Levels as a kid, or he never owned All Stars as a kid, so he never played much of Lost Levels. Then one time, I think he borrowed the game from me, and he was like really scared to play it. And I was like, "Come on, Doom! Like, you beat Battletoads, you could beat Lost Levels with infinite continues." And of course, he did beat it fairly easily, although he did like separate it into 2 streams to take a break. Which I was like, come on, you don't need a break. But he's like, yeah, I'll finish this later. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. Is like, for some reason, playing Lost Levels in All Stars, I always use Luigi. Even though I guess he is kind of more difficult because he's slippery, but he jumps higher. And to be able to jump higher in that game is very helpful. So I guess, do you guys want to see me beat Lost Levels with Mario? Because I guess I've never done that. As far as I know, I don't think I've ever done it. Maybe if I did, it was certainly off stream. Here we go again with these bombs. I can't believe I didn't get hit by that guy. Did not work well. Well, okay. It certainly won't be right away. I've got some other streaming plans, but eventually we'll get to Mario 3, and if I get to Mario 3, I guess I may as well do All Stars. I also have an idea about what to do about Super Mario Bros. 1 later this year. So... After this, I'm definitely gonna be Super Mario Brothers 2'd out for a while. fuck that up anymore if I fucking tried. Princess is really at a disadvantage in this. I had no problems with any other person. I'm having huge problems. Get out of here. Bye, Ratmus. Once again, we come to the point of the now infamous soft locking incident. Never gonna live that one down. So many people watching that clip on YouTube. Stop throwing the block, princess. Of YouTube, I'm watching one person on YouTube play Ocarina of Time blind, and another person play Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster blind. Final Fantasy VI is definitely more fun and less frustrating to watch, at least so far. That's how we learn, by soft locking ourselves, and then yes, learning from that mistake. Cobra's normally the one who soft locks himself. Normally that doesn't happen to me. Son, you remember when you played Ocarina of Time blind?
Blind?
Yeah, was it really blind? guess it wasn't.
It's like,
I was really blind so much as the first
It's like-
playthrough.
I don't think I've streamed any Zelda game blind. I usually play them first.
Well, I mean, that was your first time playing Ocarina of Time past Goma, right?
Yeah.
But-
Maybe A Link Between Worlds was mostly blind.
Oh yeah, that probably was. Yeah. If you didn't practice enough beforehand, yeah. But I mean,
Even
there's a lot
Link
that
to
you
the
knew,
Past
right?
was kind of
There was a lot that you knew about Ocarina of Time, despite not having played it past Goma. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, I had watched playthroughs of it for years.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely. Am I excited for the Ocarina of Time remake? No, definitely not excited. I am.
Cautiously optimistic.
I wouldn't even say cautiously optimistic. I would say I'm cautiously interested. Like when we know more about it, it will see. Like I will either say like, this is terrible. I hate what they've done to it. I refuse to play it, or maybe I will say, this isn't too bad, maybe I'll give it a try. I highly doubt that I'm going to say, wow, I love what they did to the game, I can't wait to play it. I doubt that I would say that. I think the best thing would be like, I don't hate what they've done, I'll give it a try.
You're
So,
gonna love Dead Hands.
yeah, Song wants to see what they've done to the dead hands in the bottom of the well. That'll be interesting to see.
No, I don't want to see it. That's the opposite. I'm actively dreading it.
Well, I'll tell you what, Erica, I'll spoil it for you right now. In July, after I get back from vacation, I'm going to stream the original N64 version of Ocarina of Time. Partially because I haven't streamed it in a while, and partially because of the new remake coming out, so... We don't know when the remake is going to come out, just supposedly sometime this year, so... I'm going to do the N64 first, and if by some miracle, like I said, I'm interested enough in the remake to stream it, that'll probably be, you know, later. November, December, maybe next year. On to World 7. Yes, Princess, no problem. I don't need the mushrooms. Let's just go. Although, I guess I should have looked... get redemption on that mushroom, but fuck it, apparently I didn't, so... the hell with it. You know what else? Speaking of Mario games and such, one time I streamed Super Mario World and I did a thing where I got all of the 3-up moons, which was something that I'd never done before. I somewhat recently saw a YouTube video saying that there are certain hidden 1-ups in Super Mario World that you have to walk past certain triggers to unlock them. And I don't know if I ever really knew that. Because if you don't know that, like, it's sort of the thing where, like, you might accidentally come across one of them, but these things are really hidden. So I'm sure I'll stream Super Mario World sometime again in the future. Don't know when, because again, that's another old retro game that I love, and it's quick and it takes one stream. So whenever the hell I do Super Mario World next time, you know what? I might just go ahead and look at that guy's video and find all of these crazy alleged hidden 1-up mushrooms that I never knew about before. 32 lives going into the final level. I did this back in 1989 and I can do it again. You know, another thing I haven't done during any of these playthroughs, there's an alternate route down there. Let me go. I can go get this mushroom and I can backtrack to this alternate route and get another mushroom. You want to see it, Eric? You want to see it? You want to see the alternate route? Ratmus isn't here, he went to bed, but he claims that I told him when we were kids that there's no way to get both of these mushrooms in this level. And I keep telling him, no, that's not what I said, I just said it was really difficult. Because you have to get this one first and then backtrack for the other one. If you go down the other direction, you won't be able to backtrack, that's the thing. Yeah, I'm so good at this game. I walk in the park and I kill myself with a fucking tweeter. One mushroom, that's the one I usually get, and now instead of moving on, we're going to do some backtracking. Everyone's made the honest mistake of hitting themselves in the face with a tweeter. It's a common mistake in the real world. Oh, look at this. Randomly, most of these sparks despawned, probably because the sparks all spawned up there. Okay, I don't... Obviously, this is not something that I've done in a long time, so... I'm sure I've done this route on stream before at some point. Whoops. This is why you can't backtrack, is because we're plucking these mushroom blocks and we're going down, down, down. I'm in this room so rarely. I gotta make sure I know where the hell I'm going. Alright. This looks like the place. To get the legendary second mushroom of 7-2. We have 4 hearts going into Wart. Well, I wish I had them when I was Mario or Toad. The other thing about this route and why it's stupid and annoying and difficult to go this way is you have to fight Birdo twice instead of once going this direction. Yeah, I do think this way is harder. I think it's longer. There's obviously a lot more sparks, and obviously what I said about fighting 2 Birdos definitely makes it harder. And we're still not even done. We still got more rooms of enemies over here to climb up. Whoa. Now I'm at half health. Now I'm at 1/4 health. And now I'm at 0% health. I guess maybe you could damage if you could manage to damage boost past this Birdo, then I guess you wouldn't have to fight him, but I don't know that I've ever tried doing that. Luigi's pretty good for this route, you think? I'm gonna go past these sparks just to get to where this frickin' Birdo is that we now gotta defeat. Everything's easier with Princess. Whoops. One final betrayal. Final boss, 4 hearts, Princess. What could go wrong? I got all that health. Oh, I didn't even get hit. I guess he totally... Rammus is asleep now and he's dreaming right now. And if Doom were here, which he's not because he's at dinner, he would say GG times 4. Princess. Confirmed. All levels, all characters. Never doing this again. Got that video proof. Oh, I didn't, Well, I forgot to mention this, but I mean, if you were here during Ratmus's GTA 3 stream a couple days ago, I said that I got him a Dreamcast t-shirt, and I got myself a Duck Hunt t-shirt. It's got the NES box art of Duck Hunt on the t-shirt. I'm wearing it for the first time right now. Looks good. Thank you. Now we watch the ending again. Obviously, no more streams this week, no Ratmus, so next stream should be next Monday. Unless something changes, it'll be a surprise totally. We're obviously done with Super Mario Bros. 2. We can't stream that anymore. It'll have to be something else, right? Surprise. You'll find out later next week.
Yeah?
Yes, I'll read it in my current voice. Spark. Subcon. Rockman is a manly man. Pokey. Birdo. Ostro. What the fuck? That's their real names? Claw Glip? Definitely not Claw Grip. It says Glip right there. And Wart. The end. Well, once again, sorry that I dropped 8,297 frames. It seems like it probably wasn't Comcast. It seems like it was probably Twitch. In any case, whoever's fault it was, fuck them. Why isn't Bunny Tails live? Did she finish whatever game she was doing or something? All I got is TV shows and Xander's doing Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD something or other. So no raid. I will upload this video to my YouTube, so it will not have any skips or frame losses. And you can go listen to that wonderful MP3 to your heart's content. Thank you everyone for watching me play Super Mario Bros. 2. We're done. That's in the stream. Bye everyone. Bye, son. Thanks for the raid by that person that I said earlier.